monster! We all go a little mad sometimes.
You won, and I died!
A few little rooms, yeah! They're coming to get you, Barbara.
How's it hanging, Phil?
What's the front time, bitch?
Come and get it! So either put the gun down now, or kiss your ass goodbye. Let's get this party started.
I agree, Dana. Let's get this party started. So, welcome back to Sledgehammer Horror, guys. I am Ken Sledge.
And I'm Ashley Sledge.
And let's talk horror with a cause. So, today we're going to be bringing on two very special guests to talk about something that's very important, not just to Ashley and I, but to our whole community here in Southeast Michigan. But before we bring them on, we do want to answer some of the chats that are coming in right now. I don't know. Got me kind of excited, actually, to see where his story can go. You know, what do you think?
Wait, I didn't even know this. Change their opinion of Art the Clown.
Did seeing Terrifier 2 change your opinion on Art the Clown at all?
Oh.
I think he's more.
I don't think so.
Maybe we're going to get a better backstory of him in the next one, especially being that it's a Christmas movie. Make sure you guys push that thumbs up, follow the rules, no super chats tonight. Share the stream out for everybody. This is a very important thing for Jay and Jessica. We're very excited to be able to do this. Here's the GoFundMe link here as well.
Thank you, Tatum.
So all you got to do, click the links in the chat, click the link in the description. There you can go and you can help Jay and his family. Robin, Adrian, thank you guys for coming out.
Hey, Adrian.
Thank you for coming out. I don't know. I love James Wan, but the Call of Cthulhu is going to be something very tricky for him to try to do, but we'll see. If anybody could pull it off, it'd probably be him or Flanagan.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, Ryan.
Hey, Ryan.
The Lushes are here.
Hello.
Bob Draws. Jamie, how you doing?
Hi, Jamie.
Necro's here.
Hello.
Two of our other favorite people
Hi, guys.
are here. Hey, Sess.
Hey, Sess.
Talking about some of our favorite people. Hello, Louie. Oh, Ashley's here. Jessica and Jay are amazing people. Love my sis and nephew. I agree, Ashley. They are amazing people.
Mm-hmm.
So we wanted to give it a little bit of time for people to get in. And obviously, we're going to talk to Jay and Jess today. But the number one thing we wanted to talk about before we bring them into the room, please remember, stay respectful. If at any time there's a question, we want you guys to ask questions. But if any time there's a question asked that they're not comfortable answering, I've already told them, we're not comfortable answering that. Please respect that privacy. At the end of the day, you got to remember this is a single mother with her 16-year-old son. We're lucky that they're here to talk to us. We're lucky that we have the opportunity to spread some positivity, but we do want to keep this very respectful to them and their family and their privacy. So if there is a question that is asked that they're not comfortable with, they're just going to say, we're not comfortable answering that. And we will go on to the next question. No disrespect to whoever asks, but we definitely want to respect Jessica and Jay's privacy.
Mm-hmm.
So without further ado, we are going to bring on Jessica and Jay, bring them into the room now.
Hey, guys.
How's it going, guys?
Oh.
Very excited to have you guys. So obviously we are going from the motel room right now, or from the the hospital room.
Yes.
It'd be much better in a motel room.
Right, you can go swimming and stuff. Maybe have a hot tub.
Right.
Yeah.
So a little bit about this, and I do want to remind everybody one more time for people that are coming into the chat. I see some people are coming in now. Please, no super chats. Anybody that usually does super chat donations, if you would, the link is in the description. If you cannot donate, share the stream out to your friends. We would never ask you guys to donate. That's not who we are. But if you can help this family, it would be very much appreciated. So now, Jessica and Jay, can you tell us a little bit about, I'll never be able to say this.
The acute lymphoblastic leukemia.
Yep. So acute lymphoblastic leukemia, kind of just to put it in small terms, it's where the cancer cells attack all of your blood cells, and then the good ones, they start to get attacked as well, the ones that fight back. And what it does, it stops producing blood in your body. And when we took him to the emergency room, if you know about hemoglobin levels, it's usually like 13 to 15, and he was at a 3.
Oh.
So they don't know how he was still standing, but pretty much it stops the production of blood, and he was running out of blood. And that's like the basis of like leukemia, his type of leukemia.
Yeah. Okay. So did you were you dizzy? Like, did you know that something was happening to you?
Yeah, I felt real dizzy like when I was working out. I almost felt like I was gonna pass out, but
Yeah. I imagine if your hemoglobin was 3, yeah.
At the same time, I'm thinking, I'm like, maybe I'm just dehydrated, but
yeah.
Of course, with that, I kept wanting to believe that, but it
yeah,
wasn't.
I bet that would have been much better.
I'd have been like, man, this is awesome. I'm just dehydrated, but
right.
I mean, whatever, I guess. Just been going through.
Oh, Jay is an athlete. Sports is something that's been very important to Jay for a very, very long time. So, how long have you been beating the hell out of this leukemia for?
About 6 months. I got diagnosed in July 10th, 2023.
Okay.
So, yeah, that's how long I've really been trying to beat it. So I've been doing well so far. Everything's pretty much my bone marrow's pretty much going on its own now. I'm producing all my cells good.
Nice.
Yep.
See, and that's one of the big positive things here is we're starting to see some positive developments in this. It's very easy sometimes, especially when I call you a young man, Jay. I don't mean any type of disrespect when I say that.
No, sorry,
especially for a young man, or even if it was a young woman that's going through this, it's very easy to get scared, shut down, fill your life with negative, and go to these dark places. And from all the boys that know you and all the support you've had, that's the last thing that's happened with you. So very, very proud of you for that.
Yeah. So what do you do to keep yourself positive?
I mean, since I'm like in sports activities, I try and like stay involved as much as possible and like do what I can. And yeah, pretty much just, I mean, I still try and work out a little bit just so I can like get myself back into shape, and listen to music really helps. Honestly, I listen to a lot of music, and just it calms me down and just lets me kind of like think, I guess, for a little while and just breathe a little bit and not have to think about that stuff for a second. So that's what pretty helps.
And I can understand where keeping yourself active, when trying to, stay hydrated, like you said earlier, and just letting your body know we're not just going to lay down in a bed and, wallow.
Yeah.
Again, very, very proud of you for the attitude that you have. You're a fighter. You've been let it known. I'm going to fight this. Not only am I going to fight this, I'm going to beat this. I'm going to get back on the field. I'm going to get back in the weight room. These are things that, we're all very, very proud of you for. And real quick, we got Grandma here. So Grandma Cindy in the chat.
I love my grandson. It looks like you have a pretty good family unit, so that's awesome.
And then another aunt there.
Yeah.
Dawn is here.
It really helps. It helps with the positivity and having family to lean on, and your friends and community are huge. And then, praying and staying close to God too has helped us so much to try to just keep staying on the positive side of things. Because you can have your setbacks where you have days where you're angry, you're upset, and you're mad. But to always have that in the back of your head to, check it and just be able to keep moving on the next day. He's got that on lock all day long.
That's awesome. Yeah. I'm sure that helps you too, Mom. Seeing him be so positive, it keeps you positive.
We bounce off each other and we lean on each other, because it's always been us. I mean, no offense to my family, but like us in the household as a family,
right?
We've always had each other. So that's something that's like the normalcy of it, is we're together and we got each other. And so, yeah.
Me and my sister grew up with a single mom too. And I had a great family outside of my mom, but I get what you're saying. In that household, it was us,
right?
Like the rest of our family, my grandparents, my aunts, my uncles, my cousins they were my life. I loved them. They were everything. But my family in that house, that was us. That was our family. So I know you don't mean any disrespect when you say that. So I just wanted to clear that up. I definitely somebody that came from a single mother home, I
Mhm.
know what you're saying, and that's super, super important. My friend David also wanted to say, I appreciate you too to try to look out for and help others. He donated to the GoFundMe
Thank
earlier.
you, David.
Thank you, David, so much.
David.
And if anybody has any type of platform, this is what it should be used for.
Yeah, for
We
sure.
love talking horror, but more than that, we love this community. I've coached baseball for years.
Mhm.
You know, Ashley grew up here.
I
Like
did.
this is something that we want to be able to be a big part of this community and help out in any way we can. And something
Mhm.
so little as taking a night to hang out with you guys and try to spread your story. I think
Right.
that's the least we can do is try
Well,
to help you guys out.
I mean, we have kids your age too, and like I would hope that someone would want to, help my kid also. So, in any way possible, we like to give back when we can.
Absolutely. Bobby says, how was your Christmas? Explain in detail. I don't know if that's to us or you guys, but ours was great. We got to watch our kids open presents and not leave the house. So it was awesome.
Yeah. And destroy our house.
Yeah,
but-
destroy the house. That was a blast. So Jay and Jessica, how was your guys' Christmas?
Our Christmas was pretty good. So Saturday I went to Sunday I went to my dad's side of the family, opened presents there. Got some money, got to spend time with family. Then Monday I got to open presents at my house. The house got really dirty really quick after my mom.
I can imagine.
Yeah. it was
Yeah,
just
after I had to tote it.
Right.
It
Right.
was good. Just chilling with the family and just talking.
Awesome.
Catching
Yep, and we were home, so
Yeah,
that was nice. They were able to plan our stay around that, so that was good.
Mhm.
So yeah, that was nice. We had a really nice Christmas. We did a brunch style this year, and instead of doing a breakfast and dinner, we did it all together, and it turned out really great. So
Sounds good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's awesome. You have to invite us next time. We like brunch.
And I hate cooking. So.
Right. What's up, Mahoney? How you doing? Sweet and spooky,
that's
thank
all
you
I
for sharing
do,
this
so
out
maybe
tonight.
I'll have to cook you dinner sometime.
Yeah.
There you go. We're in. Sweet and Spooky was one of our friends here in the community that helped us share this out, get it out there to people. So thank you,
Thank you,
Celise, for doing that. It really means a lot.
Thank you.
How you doing, Ashton?
Hey,
And
Ashton.
and Carter. Carter's there too.
Oh,
So
hi, Carter.
what's up, Carter?
Hey, Carter.
So hospital stays. We talked a little bit about it, and we know that it's like time in the hospital, time out of the hospital. Are you comfortable talking about the routine that you guys have with the hospital stays?
Sure.
Yeah. Go ahead, Mom.
He's like, go ahead, Mom. Well, what I've learned is to you got to take it phase by phase, because if you try to understand everything that's going on at one time, it's impossible. And that's what can cause like panic and franticness and all that stuff. So the first phase was 29 days. And then they test you to see like where your cells are at, if there's any cancer cells detected. And then what they do is they make a plan for you, and every plan is different. The second phase was really tough. It was like stuff called doxorubicin, a PEG treatment, vincristine, just all these like strong medicines, and it really did kind of knock him down. But he was on the side of the football field we leave from chemo and he's down on the football field.
Mhm.
But we were lucky enough to only have to stay. What was it? How long was the first time we stayed?
Like 5 days or
It
so.
was like 5 days, and we were already at home. And then the next time we came back, he had a fever. So it was kind of horrific. We stayed in the emergency room for 3 days, and then we stayed up here for 2-3 days.
Yeah.
And then, so after that phase we went through, the reason we're staying here now is because it's something called a mexotrophate treatment. And what it is you come in and they put you on like a 24-hour drip, and no kidding, it looks like Mountain Dew. His doctor even had said something about that, but he gets it for 24 hours and then his body has to clear it. And it usually takes about 3 days. So we're actually on our last cycle of that. We had to do that 4 times. And now we're getting ready to enter the next phase, which is called delayed intensification. And like I said, phase by phase.
Mm-hmm.
So once we get out of this one, he's got 3 weeks off. We're trying to go to Chicago and Pittsburgh because I'm getting ready to go back to work. And then he has 3 weeks off. So we're trying to do something. And then after that, his next phase will be 6 to 8 weeks. And then the next year will be just kind of like, I think, monthly infusion. So we're getting through the hardest part. We can see the light at the end of the tunnel.
That's awesome. Yeah.
And when it comes to something like that, like I said, I got my phase right here. I know that, the way that you're looking at it is great because you can't look ahead to what April is going to be happening.
It'd probably make you go into a full-blown anxiety attack, just like all of that going on. Like, yeah, I can only imagine you have to just take it phase by phase for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The first day, I will say that was definitely the hardest for us both.
Well,
I bet.
They just kept asking me the same question. I'm like, why'd you not just ask the other doctor? He's just in.
Yeah.
That's what I not like about the first day. That's all I was. Just like, let me tired. Leave me alone, please.
Everybody comes in and asks the same questions.
But he said it with a smile, and he was the talk of the floor and the comedian. So even then he was still in positive spirits. You wouldn't know if he wasn't.
Yeah.
Right.
So with that, so if anybody else is like struggling with something similar, what kind of advice do you have for them, Jay? Like to stay positive like you?
The number one thing is definitely got to have a positive mindset. That'll help you through a lot of it. Because if you don't just keep being negative, then stuff will just happen just because you're negative. So I suggest you just keep a positive mindset and just keep grinding out, and your time will be finished when it comes.
Yeah.
See, and what I love about that is I've always been one of those people that has looked at it as if I look at things in the worst way they could possibly happen, that's probably how it's going to be. But if I look at things as the most positive it could possibly be, it's at least going to help my situation a little bit.
Yeah.
So the fact that you're able to stay as strong as you are through all of this, like I said, I'm 37. And I would have folded in 18 seconds if somebody told me this, if I was on either one of your sides. And I don't mean that as like a joke or funny. Like, I just want to commend both of you on your strength.
Yeah,
because it's one of those things where you can see the job that you've done, Jess, to raise him to be the way he is. And, Jay, for you to be the strong young man that you are, it's truly an inspiration. And I don't mean just because when I say that, a mother and a father can only do so much. We can do the best we can, and we can try the hardest we can. We can give all the best advice. We can pat you on the back. We can do all that, but we can't live your life for you. We can't make you be a good person. And that's every parent's. That's one of our worst fears is how's our kids going to turn out? What are they going to do if we're not there to help them? And, the positivity that you bring and the strength that you bring to not just your mom, but to this community, the people that we know that have spoken so highly of you. You're an inspiration, man. And it's really breathtaking how strong you are for such a young age. So I just want to let you know that, you make a difference to other people out here too. So please don't lose that positive mindset. Don't lose that inner strength that you have, because it's very special.
Yeah.
Like I said, as parents, your mom's living out the worst possible thing a parent can live out. And the positivity and strength that you guys have to continue to go, you know what, I'm going to work out. I'm going to listen to music. I'm going to have fun.
Yeah.
I'm going to win.
Still going to football, and being on the sidelines like that. That's all really amazing.
Yep. Living life. Still got to live life through.
Yeah.
Everybody deserves to live life, even in the midst of chaos, Yeah.
And
try to just get by with grace and love and kindness. And, that's what we do. And that's another thing that helps,
Mm-hmm.
It is. And like I said, you're stronger than I am, both of you, because, and just, from the little bit I've gotten to know you, Jay, and you did get to meet Aiden Hutchinson, which is super fucking dope, by the way. A little throw in, that's awesome. But to be able to say that we have this young man in our community that is so strong and such an inspiration, not only to your peers, but to other parents that look at you and see the strength that you bring and the light that you bring to all these other people. This was recommended to us. Your GoFundMe was sent to us by another kid in the community. That's
Mhm.
how much you mean to people. And that's because of who you are, the positivity, the drive, the motivation, the strength. It's special. You know, you look at it as I'm being me. It is what it is. Not everybody's you. And that
Mhm.
shows, you know what I mean? Because I know on top of all that, you're humble. That's something
Yeah.
else I've learned about you. You're a very humble young man. And, you know, it's really, truly amazing to see the strides that you take and getting back out on the field. Any athlete knows one injury, you're done. You know,
Mhm.
and a lot of people could look at this as, well, there's my career, you know, but not you. You're like, you know, that was that. And I'm going to beat this. I'm going to keep moving forward, take it on the chin, keep moving forward, and do what I got to do to get back out doing what I love. So we did also want to say how special it is to be able to do this with you
Yeah.
and share your story with everybody, because this is a story that needs to be shared because of the strength and positivity that you bring to the people around you.
Mhm.
Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Well, I mean, and we've talked about
Definitely
the
had
things.
to be.
Oh, no. Oh, and thank you, Cindy.
Oh God.
Thank
What
you.
she say?
Oh, she said thank you for your show.
He said, "Oh God, what grandma
What grandma say now?
say?"
Hey, you got to work. The fact that you're even trying to be here, we really, really appreciate. And for people that are coming in, Tatum is putting the GoFundMe link in the chat. So you can click the chat, or you can click the link in our description if you're watching this after the fact. If you want to be, and like I said, if you can't help Jay, we understand times are hard for everybody. We just went through the holiday season.
Yeah.
If you could share this out, you know, just at least so we can share Jay's story. So
Mhm.
you never know if there's somebody else, whether it's a parent that has a child going through this that could use the strength from Jess, or a child that's going through this that could use the strength from Jay and use their inspiration and look at them as role models. This is very, very special. And you know, something else Ashley and I love is horror. We love horror movies. So we do want to talk to you guys a little bit about horror here for a second. So between the two of you guys, you want to ask the first question?
So what is each of your favorite scary movie?
Man, I've watched so many. I'd probably say I mean, I think a pretty good one is probably It.
Okay, nice. Like the
And,
2017, 2019.
Like the newer ones or the older
Or the
ones with the
older
white
ones?
one?
We're older.
Probably the older one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good. I like both
Yeah.
though.
I agree.
Yeah.
What
about you, Jess?
So I am caught between The Exorcist and Pet Cemetery.
Nice.
So.
Yeah. Pet Cemetery. That's what I watched with my first scary movie ever when I was like 8. And I wasn't terrified. I was like, all right, I like this.
Yeah. My
It's
mom
funny
got me into horror movies. She used to she let me watch all these kinds of movies with her.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It's funny because, you know, you talk about The Exorcist and Pet Cemetery, and those movies are so special to us for two reasons. One, Pet Cemetery was the first movie, a scary movie that Ashley had ever watched. And for me, the reason it was so, The Exorcist is the only movie ever that my mom shut off. She was like, nope, we're done. We're not watching
We're not
this.
doing that one.
So that was one of those reasons that was like, whoa, hold on a second. Real quick. Jess's aunt and Jay's great aunt here, just able to come on. Love you, Uncle Sean and Aunt Diana. So they are
Sean
here.
And Aunt Diana.
Our buddy Bill is here. He said, Godspeed, Jay.
Hi, Billiam.
So thank you, Bill, for stopping out as well. So we know what your guys' favorite scary movies are, but do you know what would you say the scariest scene from one of those movies would be that you think is the scariest part for you?
All right, so I'll go this time. So from The Exorcist is when Reagan walks down the stairs backwards and a back bend and then just starts spewing blood everywhere. And then the Pet Cemetery, the one that like sticks in my head is when the movie starts. I haven't seen it in so long. The dogs run into the road. And it's like the car, the semi come in, and then like the scene goes back and forth, and the dog's just like, and I would just remember how I was like, oh my gosh, what?
Yeah,
it's definitely one of those things that just
Zelda from Pet Cemetery. Zelda, the sister that is like in the attic, she scared the shit out of me when I was a kid.
Never get out of bed again.
Yes, Like that's what I had nightmares.
Okay, now I'm being asked. I got to ask Jessica about Chucky. Dawn wanted me to ask you about Chucky.
I knew something. So Chucky was not a movie that I liked at all. I was terrified. I dreamed about Chucky, and I have 2 older sisters, Dawn and Ashley, and I'm pretty sure it was Dawn. And she'd come in my room. She's like, "Chucky's gonna come in there while you're sleeping," you know.
Damn,
and
Dawn.
just, yeah, like, and so I'd have dreams of Chucky running through my walls, and yeah, that was pretty traumatic. So, but she always sends me like Chucky stuffs and threatens to get me a Chucky doll for Christmas. And I'm like, you better not.
You would
You
not
better
like
not.
to come to our house.
No, we have a Chucky doll at our house actually, and
Oh,
our daughter will like
Move it around the house.
And I like have kicked this thing. Like it scared me before. Like it's like I'm by myself and it's just like in this like weird place. And yeah,
That's something.
she loves to prank me.
Yeah, walk downstairs and it's sitting at the bottom of the stairs now.
Chucky's getting punned.
Yep. It's a Chuck punt.
It's a Chuck punt for sure.
Punt him across the room. So I do got to say this because I agree with this. The picture wink in the first It movie.
Oh yeah.
When Bill's looking at the picture and the picture winks at him, no, I'm out. I'm out. I'm completely out. Hey, I'm just glad you're here, Josh. Thank you for stopping in. It really means a lot, brother.
Mm-hmm.
See, and Bob Draws knows because Chucky is my favorite horror franchise.
Yeah.
Out of all the horror franchises out there, Chucky is my absolute favorite. So, and Bill is laughing either at or with Dawn. I'm assuming with because that's the type of person Bill is.
So are there any upcoming horror movies that you guys are excited for?
Man.
well, it's kind of been tough to follow right now because we've just had so much. Normally there probably would be something, but we did just got done watching The Exodus, The Believer in the movie theaters.
Okay.
It was actually me, Jay, and my mom. We went and seen that. So I liked how they had Reagan and the mom and everybody in there. That made it better than just like another remake, and they had some of the same characters. Because when was it? 1973, I think, that The Exorcist came
right
out.
around there.
Yeah.
Yeah, 73 sounds right.
Yeah, but I thought that was pretty cool that they incorporated all that. But that was the latest movie we'd seen. But and then we had seen some previews, but nothing's really coming to mind right now. I'm sure we'll catch something sometime.
Well, there's a couple for next year that we're pretty excited about.
Mhm.
Night Swim.
I am excited about Night Swim because
that.
I think that's terrifying. Like being in the water and then being that stuff creeps me out. Like, no, thank you.
Being
Yeah.
in the ocean,
There's a
water,
couple.
Yeah.
And there's a couple remakes that are coming out next year too. We're getting a new Ghostbusters movie next year.
Yeah.
The new Crow movie's coming out next year. So I mean, I think 2024 hopefully is better than 2023 in terms of quality of horror movies.
Mm-hmm.
But that is what it is. So do you guys remember what because the big thing with Sledgehammer Horror is we like to bring guests on and interview them about their first horror movie.
Mm-hmm.
So do either one of you remember what the first horror movie you ever watched was?
I think mine was like Children of the Corn or something like that.
I might be
Yeah.
guilty.
Yes.
Yeah, that was pretty terrifying when I was younger, but
Especially for like the area we live in.
yes.
Like I feel like it makes it worse because
always-
of
cornfields. I'm like, oh, is it gonna happen? Are those kids?
Yeah.
And I grew up in, you guys all grew up. I grew up in Sand Creek,
Mhm.
where that's all there is cornfield. So, like, Children of the Corn scared the shit out of me as a kid too. So, I definitely get where you're coming from there.
Mm-hmm. You never know. Malachi's gonna come out and
Yeah.
get
He wants to
Yeah.
die. So, what about you, Jess? You remember your first horror movie?
So mine, okay, so I'm pretty sure I started watching them on my own, and I remember had my sister's hand-me-down. It was like a white and black little TV, and my mom came in, she's like, what are you watching? She had some old Children of the Corn movies, and I was watching them by myself at night. So then the first horror movie I watched, like officially and with my mom, was The Exorcist.
Okay.
So,
Nice.
Well, and
Yeah, those are
the
my
thing for
two.
that is like, what a scary movie for a young lady to watch for the first
Right.
time.
Yeah.
And,
Especially
I
like
mean,
some
I
of the
was
things she's
probably
saying and like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
11, 10, maybe
Yeah.
less. I don't know. The
When we
screen
got to
was,
that crucifix scene, my mom was
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
"Nope, we're done.
Yeah.
We're out. We're not doing this."
my mom,
Real quick,
cover your ears.
yeah. So
But
real
you
quick,
can
Captain
still
Sassy, which is Jason and Deandra, they said we've been listening in the background. Just wanted to pop in and say all of you are such an inspiration, but Jay, you're a hero.
Yeah.
So
Thank
you guys. My grandmother had porcelain dolls in the lower part of the house, and whenever I had to go upstairs, I would run my ass down
Yeah.
there, grab what I needed, and haul back upstairs like the Flash.
My mom had this weird doll that she got that it was like passed down to her, and its like face was all cracked, and she like would put it on her bed when she would make it. And I swear that thing moved when I was little. I hated that thing. Like I was like, can you please put that in the closet? I hated it.
Get it the hell out of
Yeah,
here,
it
please.
scared me.
So everybody in the chat, did any of you have any questions for Jess or Jay? Because once they'll be going out here in a minute, and then we'll fill you guys in on the horror news and rumors that we were going to do. But before that, we want to know if you guys have any respectful questions for Jess and Jay. So we know that you guys are planning the trip to either Pittsburgh or Chicago. Is there a reason why those are the destinations of choice? Is there something special about those places?
I don't know. I guess it's just the area. I just want to go down there and I don't know, shop a little bit probably.
And
love
the
Chicago.
skyscrapers, I think, the like skyscrapers and stuff like that. Because I lived in Pittsburgh like altogether, I think about 4 years. I went to college twice there, culinary school, and graduated from there. And then I just went back right before Jay got diagnosed. I spent 5 days out there, but he hasn't been there since he was like 4. So
Okay.
I know the city, and I want to take him. And the only time we've been to Chicago was on a field trip, and we took a bus there to the aquarium and back. So it wasn't like, and it's only 3 hours this way and 4 hours that way. So
yeah,
why not?
for sure.
And everybody loves the aquarium.
That's our favorite aquarium, Shed's Aquarium. I love that one because it has like dolphins and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. It's really cool to go out there.
A good experience. I was the chaperone for his group. We had a lot of fun.
Nice.
That's really awesome.
You got the rowdy group.
Yeah.
Jay made sure of it.
One was guilty.
He's too chicken. Like he won't go on any of like the high stuff. Like I couldn't get any of them or my kids to go on the skyscraper or anything. Like I wanted to go on the little where you can like look down. Nobody would go with me. So I was like, you guys.
We're doing that. That's what we're doing.
She was like, you can walk out and you can stand on glass and look down. I was like, or I can't because I'm not going to.
Yeah.
So there's also that. Dawn and Carter are saying, just stay strong. You got this, bud. I agree.
Yes.
I totally agree.
Thank you, sister. And you. We love you.
Thank you guys for coming on. Like that it's really cool that you guys got to come on and talk to them a little bit. And for Jess and Jay, we do want to again say thank you. And for anybody that has donated to the GoFundMe, thank you. And if you're watching this on a replay, not only is the link down in the description, it's something that if you can't do it, share it out to other people. Share the link out to other people. Put it on your social media so they can get to know Jay's story a little bit. Because another reason we're doing this is people that can want to learn a little bit more about Jessica and Jay, they can click the link, they can go to the GoFundMe, or they can come to this video and they can watch and actually get to know Jay a little bit to see the quality of young man that he is, and that this is something that when you're helping out with this, you're helping out somebody that's has it kind of hard right now, not only with the disease, but, and I'm not trying to knock you guys, I'm not trying to push you guys down, but in the economy right now, it's hard when you have two parents that are working full time.
Oh yeah.
You know, to be a single parent going through something like this with all the different hospital stays and stuff like that, it's not an easy thing. So any little bit helps you guys.
July 10th, so it's been tough, but that's where my community came in, and I'm thankful for, I was able to be by his side because I couldn't work. There was just no way. So.
And that's it. How can, and even if you with him in the hospital as a parent, you're not going to leave your kid at the hospital and go, like any parent's not going to do that.
Right.
So the fact that we have the community around here that we have, that is so.
This is an amazing community. When my dad was sick and he was dying, this community came together, and it's a great community to be a part of for sure.
It really is.
Mm-hmm.
And another thing that we wanted to say before we let them go is obviously this is something very special to us. So this isn't the only time we're going to talk about Jess and Jay. We are probably going to do at least a monthly update, whether it's through social media, a YouTube post, so we can keep everybody updated on Jay's progression, how he's doing. I just feel like it'd be very, very special for everybody to continue to know how you're doing, Jay. So once a month at least, we'll update you guys through social media. We'll update you here through YouTube on our YouTube post, just so we can keep everybody up to date on the progression, how things are going. So is there anything you guys would like to say before we let you guys go for the night?
Oh, thanks for having us on. Thanks for the Thanks
absolutely.
for people that have been donating. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you to everyone for showing up. Even anyone who watches the replay, we're just trying to get out the inspiration to everyone. So if anything, you just got to try to look on the brighter side of things. And we appreciate everyone. And we're so thankful and grateful.
Yes. And David just said, you are all inspirations and very courageous. So remember to keep that with you, especially you, Jay, because like I said, we know that it can get hard, especially as you know, a younger person. But you got a lot still left to do, man. So remember to keep that positive attitude. We also we love you, Jay and Jess, from Aunt Diana and Uncle Sean. Thank you guys very much. Thank you for sharing your story. So everybody, like I said, please continue to follow along. If you follow Sledgehammer Horror on social media, we're going to have all those links so you guys can stay up to date on everything they're doing too. So, Bob said, I've been visited in Field Museum in Chicago. I really love to see the real life dinosaurs. Hope you have a great field trip of Chicago. So, if that's where you guys decide to go, we hope you have an amazing time as well. Please keep us updated so we can kind of update everybody on the progression on how you guys are doing.
We definitely will. We definitely will do that.
Awesome.
All right. Well, thank you guys again for coming on. Please, like I said, keep us updated. And I hope you guys get to go home tomorrow and sleep in your own bed.
For sure.
Thank you. And one more thing. Go blue.
Game's coming up. You got New Year's Day. So thank you guys again. I don't want to get too personal, but Go Blue, is that the hospital you guys go to?
Yes, it is. But we've been fans.
Sure.
I mean, pretty much since we knew who Michigan University was, which I can't even tell you. So, but Go Blue.
Well, and like I said, it's one of the best colleges in the country, especially when it comes to pediatric stuff.
Yeah, it's great. It's great. I couldn't be more thankful of the doctors here taking care of both of us, you know, and the nurses and just like everybody. I mean, you sort of have a home feeling, especially when people are talking to you like a person. Because a lot of times when someone doesn't know what to say, like you tell them, or sometimes you don't even tell people because you don't want to get that like reaction of, you know, that was really hard at first, but you know, so, but they treat you like,
I understand that too, because you don't want to get the people that are like, oh my God, because then that's, you know,
it's like they don't know what to say. You don't really know how to like take what they're saying. It's like and
it's natural human reaction. You know, I'm so sorry if there's anything you need. You know, we've been through it with our parents passing away. You know, oh my God, if there's anything you need, please. I know. I appreciate it, but sometimes, So I totally get it, guys. So
so both of you guys stay strong, and we appreciate you coming on for sure.
Thank you again for coming on, you guys. And like I said, don't be strangers. Please keep us updated on any progress you have, or if there's anything you need. Ashley and I are always there. So thank you guys again for coming on, and I hope you guys have a perfect rest of your night.
Thank you so much. You guys too. Have a good night. Bye.
See you guys.
Bye.
All right, guys. So we are so happy to have had them here. They are so amazing. We want to remind you all through the rest of the night, please, no super chats. Any donations, please send right to Jessica and Jay. The GoFundMe link is in the description. It's also in the chat. Tatum's been doing that, so you guys can stay up to date. You guys can help out if you can. If not, please try to share the link so you could try to get help to these people that really need it. Jessica's an amazing mom. Jay is an amazing young man, and we're so happy to have been able to share their story tonight. So now we want to talk horror a little bit. We obviously got to start off with some more Scream 7 news and rumors that are going around.
So much going on. So much drama with Scream 7. So now Christopher Landon is leaving. It's kind of rightfully so. Everything that's been said and done with him, I don't blame him. I don't blame him for leaving the project at all.
At first, I was like, well, is he taking the easy way out with this? Is this something that he he wanted to, just get out of the backlash? But then you hear about how people are attacking, like
this is
threatening his children, like wishing death on his kids
over a movie and something that he really had no control over.
He's a director.
Yeah, he's the director of it. He didn't have control over firing Melissa.
We just had a young man and his mother on here that are battling something so serious,
and we're gonna threaten people's children over a movie, guys. It's a movie. It's
absolutely pathetic.
Yeah.
So that's just one thing that I can't get behind is threatening people's children or doxing people.
No, threatening anybody's life over a movie, it's just not worth it. And if you're that, and I don't know, you're that like into it, like there's
obsessed.
Yeah,
there's something very wrong.
That's just not okay. That's horrible.
So another thing, while we're on the Scream topic, Matthew Lillard has been a little controversial with some comments he just made, saying that he does not care about the character of Stu. He said that Stu was a job for him, and he likened it to being a garbage man. He says when you're a garbage man, you don't think about the houses you've been to. They're your job. You took the garbage out. You did your thing. But, for Stu, for him, that's all it was. It was a job, and he's like, people can love him and I appreciate that. But for me, Stu doesn't mean anything. So what do you think about that quote?
I mean, I feel like Stu is a big part of like why you've progressed. I would think that you would still have like some feeling towards it. Like, you know what I mean?
I see both sides of it.
Like I get like, no, you don't have to
obsess over it
or be like, yeah, this is who I was, or, like throw it in people's faces or anything. But I feel like it kind of helped build who you are as a, as an actor.
But I also see like, he doesn't want to be, I'm only Stu, I'm only Shaggy.
No.
And I think that his big thing with that was, look at John Heder. Doesn't matter what he does, he's always Napoleon Dynamite.
Yeah.
And I think what Matthew Lillard is trying to say is, look, I've done a lot. It's not just Stu that's been special to me. There's a lot of different jobs I've done.
Well, I guess if he says he doesn't care about it, that's where my whole thing is. Like,
sure,
you should still care about the character. That was you. That was your acting. But I get it. Like, you can't obsess over one specific person that you were. Right.
So what do you guys think about Stu? What do you guys think about Christopher Landon leaving Scream 7? What are your guys' opinion on those? Tatum is still putting in the link to Jay's GoFundMe. Thank you. For the rest of the night, we are going to continue to talk about Jess and Jay because we feel like that's the most important thing. Talking horror is great. It's something that my wife and I get to share with each other. But like I said, tonight is about Jay and Jess. We were so lucky to have them on. And like I said, no super chats tonight. If you are going to donate at all, please do it through their GoFundMe because I'm going to break the fourth wall of YouTube here. We don't get all the super chat money that you guys send in. YouTube takes their cut. It's a business. That's how things go. They take their cut. It gets taxed. We're grateful. Please don't misinterpret what I'm saying. Every single super chat we've ever gotten has meant so damn much to Ashley and I. So much to us. But when we're trying to do a fundraiser for a young man that's battling something as serious as leukemia, we want to make sure 100% of that money goes to him. We want to make sure that he's getting every single penny, that YouTube's not taking out any of the money to it. So that's why we have the GoFundMe link down there. That's why Tatum is doing the Lord's work and putting the link in the chat as well. So not that we do not appreciate you guys. That's not what we're saying. But in a moment like this, we feel like it's very special for Jessica and Jay to get 100% of this money that's going to them. So that way they can help out with the treatments, with the bills, with a special trip for Jay to either Pittsburgh or Chicago. Who doesn't want to go to the damn aquarium?
The aquarium's fun. I like the aquarium.
That's my favorite.
Like, I wouldn't go without my kids.
Again, breaking my personal life. In the middle of January, end of January, my son and I are taking a trip from Michigan to Florida. We're going to the Royal Rumble with my best friend, Bill. And the first day we get there, Bill was like, well, what do you guys want to do on the first day? And we all decided, let's go to the aquarium. So me, Bill, and Kenny are going to go to the aquarium down in Tampa the first day we're there. And, it's something special that I get to do with my son because that's what I love to do.
Maybe me and the girls will go to Chicago.
There you go. Go out there and go to the aquarium. See, and I would have dipped if I was Landon too. The minute that you started, doxing my kids.
Yeah, we're done.
It's done. Done.
It's a movie. It's not worth
right.
my children's lives. It's
not even worth my children's names being fucking mentioned.
Right.
If we're being honest.
Right.
Do not talk about my kids under any circumstance. You got a problem with me? Be a man and come say it to me. Be a woman, come and say it to me. We can have a conversation about it. Do not ever bring my children into it. Never okay.
No.
Never okay under any, let alone a damn movie.
Right.
Under any circumstance, it's not okay.
I love movies.
I'm
upset. There's certain movies that I'm obsessed with. I would never threaten someone's life or someone's kids' lives over certain aspects of it.
Right. I would never threaten someone's kids' lives over anything.
No.
Never. And so are you, David. Thank you for donating to the GoFundMe. Seriously. Thank you.
Thank you, David.
Hopefully it's us making you laugh. Matthew Lillard said SLC Punk, and he said he did for the people that needed that movie. I was one of them. Punk rock, baby. Got it right there. And it's funny. I showed that to Matthew when we met him. I was like, dude, you're the inspiration for this. And he was like, that's so beautiful. And he gave me a hug. And Salt Lake City Punk made me realize I wasn't the only one that was in a small town and the only punk rock kid in the area.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very special movie to me. Salt Lake City Punk probably had a bigger impression and a bigger influence on my life than Scream did. As funny as that sounds, being the horror guy that I am, Salt Lake City Punk came out at a time when I needed it. I needed to see that movie. I'll never forget seeing it, the VHS on the wall at the video store and being like, what is this? Because I had already had, my Ramones leather jacket and I was ready to be punk. And I had the spiky hair. And I didn't know that there were other people in the world that were as punk as me, as funny as that sounds. I watched Angus and I heard Green Day and I was like, I'm punk rock. That's it. I'm punk rock now. And that movie made me realize that punk rock is not the music you listen to. Punk rock is the attitude you have. And it's just, oh God, that movie's so good. Such a good movie. So I know that you're excited to talk about this next one. I know you're excited to talk about this next one. Her eyes lit up when she seen this.
Yeah. So, Maxine is, I guess, going to be over the top gore. Yeah, I'm super excited to see what they have. Apparently,
it's a love letter to Dario Argento and the giallo genre.
Mm-hmm.
And wow, the early screenings of it, they said it's extremely gory. And
I can't. I'm so excited. We're about to. We haven't done. Did we already do our most anticipated?
Nope.
I just made my list. That's why.
Yeah.
I'm thinking that we are.
That's actually next week. On January 3rd, Tatum's birthday, we'll be joined by two other super amazing content creators in Cody Leach and Haunted Hippie Kylie to talk about our most anticipated movies of 2024. And I can promise Maxine will be on at least 2 lists on that. Probably at least, I would be surprised if it's not on all 4. So, and I agree with you right here, Troy. Punk is like hip hop, in a sense. I'm a huge fan of both. Growing up, I liked like some gangster rap growing up. I loved NWA. I thought they were great. Eazy-E. I thought all that was really good. I've always been a huge Beastie Boys fan. Always. And then to hear that the Beastie Boys started off as a punk rock band called the Young Aborigines, that blew my mind. So that was something to me that was super, super cool to actually see all that happen and to realize that this band that I liked that was like a hip hop type band actually started off as a punk rock band, the Young Aborigines. That just intensified my love for them.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's something that I'm very excited about is Maxine. Now, something else that I'm cautiously optimistic about, Orphan 3 has just been announced to be in development. Jess, Aunt Diana here. I need to talk to your mom, my sister. Jess, if you're still watching, let her know.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of those things where Orphan 3 is being developed. We're in the early stages, but Isabel Furman is rumored to return.
Where do they go?
Right.
I mean, we already did the prequel.
She
She
died.
died. Yeah, she died. So How are they? How? I
I
don't
mean,
know.
I guess the way I'm looking at it
And
is
she's getting older. Like she's becoming a young woman, and
young woman.
she is a woman.
She's a woman
she's
now.
a woman.
But I guess the thing for me that's so like, what are we gonna do? Is the reason I say cautiously optimistic, because I'm with you. Where the hell is the story gonna go from here? Are we gonna go in between the two? So have like a sequel to the prequel, but a prequel to the, you know what I mean? Like that
Yeah.
weird timeline.
Or she didn't die. Like they could, retcon that
Right.
possibly.
But I thought the same thing about Orphan 2, First Kill. I was like, oh, this is gonna be dumb.
Like,
She's way older.
What are, not only that, but like what are they gonna do to make this? I didn't think it was gonna have a twist. Like there's no way.
Arguably,
the twist that they had, there's no way they're gonna ever top it. There's probably not gonna be a twist because it's a prequel. And what happened?
We arguably had a better twist in Orphan First Kill.
That twist, I was just like, okay.
Right.
We're going there.
And that's why I said I'm cautiously optimistic about this one, because again, we thought the same thing about Orphan First Kill.
Yeah.
Like this is a money grab to us. This is, it's a money grab. But if the new Orphan movie, Orphan 3, whatever they're going to end up calling it, if that can top or even be even close to what Orphan First Kill was, this could be one of my favorite horror trilogies. I love the first two Orphan movies.
Yeah.
I didn't think, watching the first one, I was like, wow, this is special. Like, this is a special movie that is like a lightning in a bottle type thing. And then I watched the second one, I was like, they did such a good job.
They did.
Like, they did such a good job. And it was all practical.
Mhm.
There was no de-aging effects. There was nothing like that. And they just absolutely came out and crushed it. So that was something I thought was really awesome, in a way that they were able to make me excited about that movie again and about that franchise. And to hear Orphan 3 came out, my immediate thought was, what? Then it was, why? Then it was, how?
Yeah.
Then it was, I'm excited. See what happens here.
Let's see. We'll watch it, obviously. We'll see what they
And we
get.
got to remember, everything that we're saying here tonight, guys, these are all rumors, and
Take
things
with a
do
grain
happen.
of salt.
Right. Except for Christopher Landon. He's really gone.
Yeah.
But another thing, like I said, it's being developed right now. It doesn't mean it's going to happen.
Right.
They've also had the Salem's Lot remake done for 3 years now, and we still haven't been able to watch that. So
well, that was kind of like Dark Harvest. I waited so long to watch it, and I love that movie. I'm so glad that I finally got to see it.
What an amazing movie.
So if you haven't seen that one yet, you have to check out Dark Harvest.
Yes.
I enjoyed that one a lot.
You guys got to check out Dark Harvest. That was both of our second favorites.
It was of 2023. So another thing, Strangers 5, which I'm super excited about. It starts filming in the early
Stranger Things 5.
What'd I say?
The Strangers 5.
I meant Stranger Things 5. It's supposed to start filming finally in early 2024. So I thought we were going to get it in 2024, but things happen.
Again, this is one that, the kids are getting older. Are we going to do a time jump? How are we going to be able to make this happen?
I feel like at this point they probably are going to have to do a time jump, because
But is Max still going to be in the hospital?
yeah, I don't know how or what they're going to do
that's
there.
where my confusion
Yeah.
comes from. How are you going? Again, I believe in the Duffer Brothers. I think if anybody can pull this off and make it, worthy, I think it's them. But again, cautiously optimistic, because especially everything that's going on with Noah Schnapp right now, and the stupid comments that he's made and the stupid things that he's done, that was really bad. Something else I want to say about that real quick. Let's also remember, he's a dumb kid. And recently, I know he was hospitalized because he fell off his bike and hurt his neck. And I've seen people on the internet like, ha, 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 that's what you get for the dumb things you said. He's still a kid, man.
Yeah.
Like, he's in the hospital with he got hurt. Again,
You should never, no matter what someone says, you should never think that it's okay for a kid to get hurt.
Right. And Ash and I would never agree with any type of anti-Semitic, any type of anti-Palestine.
No.
We're not going to get into politics here. The only thing that I will say, and if I'm speaking out of line, Ash, please let me know. I think we're on the same page here. We don't want death of innocent civilians anywhere, no matter what.
Yeah.
Civilians should be out of the line of fire. I know all is fair in love and war, but not women and kids, man. They people that didn't sign up for war, they shouldn't be in the crosshairs. So that's all we're going to say on that subject. We're anti people getting hurt. We're anti-children getting killed. And if that's controversial, I'm sorry. That's who we are. Real quick, I will also be there at anticipation of 2024. Hell yeah, can't wait to see what you got, Bob. Dang it. Someday I'm going to fix this thing the right way, I promise. But today is not that day.
You could just stop hitting it.
I could. Thank you, Aunt Diana, for the support that you've given to Jay and Jess. We're happy that we can help in any way, but family is the most important thing. And you guys being there and being strong for the both of them, that's more special than anything Ashley and I could ever do.
Absolutely.
So thank you for your strength as well. Is there a recent horror movie of the last few years that hasn't had a sequel yet that you would like to see a sequel to? It's hard because I usually don't look for sequels.
Yeah.
Usually I like standalones. And like we're getting like Smile 2's coming out. It Follows 2 is coming out. You know, these movies that we really liked are getting sequels. So Terrifier 3.
There's one that I want a prequel to.
What's that?
And it's one that came out this year. And that's Cobweb. Like I would really like more.
Or even a sequel. See if maybe she does hunt him down.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Either or, but I would kind of like to see the beginning, like how it all unfolded.
I would like that. I would really, really like that. You just said prequel and I had my mind on something and now I can't remember. We were talking about horror movies, wanted to see a sequel for.
You said that we're getting Smile 2.
We're getting It Follows 2. And you said a prequel and my mind went somewhere and I can't remember. I'll come back to that, David, because I know there's one and it's going to come back to me. Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey.
Love both orphan movies. If they can give us another clever twist in 3, we're in.
Yeah.
Us too.
They definitely have their work cut out for them because that 2 amazing twists, it doesn't always happen like that.
Right.
Especially ones that you don't see coming right off the rip. That was pretty good.
Yes, I completely agree. No, I have not seen Bomb City.
I have not either.
So
we'll have to check it out.
It just made the list. Bomb City. Oh, we did watch It's a Wonderful Knife.
Yeah. I liked it more than he did.
She did.
I enjoyed it. I had fun with it.
It's all right. Could have used more Justin Long. Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing a sequel to the newest Candyman. I wouldn't mind that at all.
Yeah.
Dang it, this is really going to bother me. We were talking about It Follows.
I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. We were talking about Smile. We know we're getting Talk to Me. You brought up Cobweb. And there was one that I wanted to see a prequel to, and now I can't remember. I will get there again. I'll write it down. But until then, Lauren Lavera officially signs on to reprise her role as Sienna in Terrifier 3, which looks like it's going to be a Christmas slasher.
Yes.
I'm so excited.
Honestly, though, it's going to be awesome. In the snow, blood in the snow. It just pops. That bread.
Seeing Art come down the chimney as Santa Claus, which caused a bunch of controversy too, but that's a story for another day.
Everything is controversial.
I know.
Everything.
Very excited. I hope that Amelie comes back to be the little pale girl. I know David's gonna kill it.
Oh yeah, he always does.
Damien is gonna direct the hell out of it. That's his baby.
It's just yeah, it's great. And I forgot where I was going with that. My mind just like
totally went blank.
Yeah. Oh, David, he for a killer that doesn't like talk.
The biggest personality.
He has the best personality. Like he's great.
Yeah. Big fans of David.
Yeah.
So Walt, let's talk about this as well.
So we already know that we're getting a Five Nights at Freddy's trilogy. So we're going to be getting some more Five Nights at Freddy's movies, which we'll see. We'll see where they go.
Something that I think a lot of people already know about Ashley and I both. I hate when they announce that they're going to do a trilogy before I've even seen the first one.
Yeah.
It's just something that really bothers me. And it's something I don't think I'll ever quite get over.
I just think that they knew that this was going to make a lot of money. Like I think they knew that.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and it did.
It did.
And good for them. That's super rad. I'm glad that they were able to, create, that that big, because we've waited for it for way too long.
Yeah. I was looking at, like, you can look at your old pictures from a long time ago, and I got Kenny this Five Nights at Freddy's blanket for Christmas, and that was like 8 years ago. He wanted this movie, and we kept hearing rumors, and he would get super excited, and then it never happened. And then now he's like out of it, I guess. He's not really into it like he was. So
it's like, yeah, they waited a little too long with him.
yeah.
But again, crazier things have happened. It could be one of the best,
Yeah.
trilogies of all time.
But I think it also brought some of the kids and adults that played the game,
Brought them back in.
brought them back to the game.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. So sorry, guys. We
Glad
need
I
to
wore
get it better.
pants today.
I almost didn't. Where are we at? I don't want to give my whole list away, but there's a strong chance we'll talk about Nosferatu.
Possibly.
Don't forget, guys, the GoFundMe link for Jay and Jess. That's right there. If you're coming in a little late, we were able to have Jay and Jess on to talk about the leukemia that Jay is dealing with right now. So after this is over, go back and rewatch, learn a little bit about Jay and Jess, and the donation link is right there so you guys can check it out. Okay. It's a small, punk rockers in a small town and they feud with the people of the town.
Huh.
I'll definitely have to check that out.
For sure.
Us too.
Yeah.
I don't remember that one.
Christina Applegate.
Do you know what year that was? Can you give me a year on that, Bobby? Because I got that written down so we can definitely check it out. I'm not ready for that, but my kid is going
Yeah.
Did you just Back to the Future me? Is that what just happened? That's so awesome. Yeah, I agree with you. Yes, very much looking forward to it. Very much looking forward to the Crystal Lake trilogy.
Yeah.
Stop it. You know you are.
Yeah.
Don't lie.
We'll say.
Yeah. So another thing, everybody knows how much of a Chucky fan I am, how much of a Child's Play fan I am. That's never changed. It's never going to. We did just find out John Waters is coming back to Chucky. He was in Seed of Chucky. If you remember, he was the photographer that got burned with the hydrochloric acid. And now he's coming back to play a creator of the good guy down. So what are your thoughts on that, babe?
Freaking amazing. I'm super stoked about that.
Yes, I am too.
I love when they bring back, like OG characters. I love that.
Me too. I think that it really is.
It's like a family,
Yeah.
one like Adam Sandler has his family of actors. Like I like people that do that.
So do I. And because you know that you already have a relationship with them.
Yeah.
So that's something that that makes it a little more special too. To know that you already have this relationship built with these people. They already know how you work. You already know how they work. And if it works, if it's not broken, don't fix it.
Right.
That's something that I've always thought. If something's not broken, do not fix it. So, that's the best way that I can word that one. So we did just put up a poll in the chat. We are going to do a review for Valentine's Day this year. What movie would you guys like to see us review this year for Valentine's Day? Valentine from 2001, My Bloody Valentine from 1981, or My Bloody Valentine from 2009. Which of those would you guys like to see us review this year? 1990. So Streets, 1990.
Excuse me.
We will be checking that out. Bonjour, Dice.
Bonjour.
Thank you for stopping in.
Hello, Dice.
So, John Waters coming back. Now let's talk about another sequel that's in the works.
So we have Smile 2, with Naomi Scott. Yeah.
She's best known for being Jasmine in the live action Aladdin movie.
Mm.
So if you've seen the live action Aladdin movie, that's her. Obviously we weren't going to get Sosie Bacon back with the way, I'm not going to, go too deep if somebody hasn't seen it, but the way Smile ended, we knew Sosie Bacon was not coming back. There was no coming back from that one. So, what are your guys' thoughts about them making a Smile too? Because I loved Smile. I did not want this to get a sequel.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see it. Obviously, it's a movie that I'm gonna watch, but I didn't want this to get a sequel.
It could have definitely been a standalone movie for sure.
Another thing about this that kind of bums me out is we have not had any type of announcement of Kyle Gallner coming back.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Like, are they going to bring him back? Are we going to get an ending to his story?
That's, because he's seen it.
He did see it.
He did see it happen.
Either has to pass it on or.
And I'm going to be pissed if he's killed off screen.
Well, but he's the one that has to pass it on to someone else to keep it going.
They could also go back to the jail, though. That guy that was in jail.
Yeah.
Did you bring that here? He could be one of the people that it continues on with, too. So, she's also best known as the Pink Ranger. See? So.
I went and seen Aladdin, the live action.
Glad you're feeling better, Dice. I know you've been a little under the weather, so I'm glad to see that you're feeling a little bit better. Another thing that is really cool, Lee Winnell is officially doing a Wolfman remake. Now, this is something that I'm super, super excited about. His interpretation of the Invisible Man was absolutely phenomenal. So for him to be able to come back and announce that he's doing that has me very, very excited. So what are your guys' thoughts? Do you think that he can do as good on the Wolfman as he did on the Invisible Man? Like I said, he took the Invisible Man and he made it into something that a lot of people, it's completely different than the original film. So, another remake coming our way. I think you had something you wanted to say about a remake too.
Yeah, so Robert Rodriguez is gonna remake The Faculty. I'm gonna be optimistic about it. We'll see.
I hope somebody has Josh Hartnett's haircut in that movie though, and they better wear like the T-shirt over top of the long sleeve shirt.
Yeah, yeah, but I'm sure they're not. That was like cool back then. You never know. It's coming back.
You're saying it's not cool now?
It could be.
So yeah, I'm really excited.
Cool.
I like The Faculty.
I love The Faculty. It scared me when I was a kid. I remember watching it with my little brother. That one scared me. That's one that I rented from the video store. Made my mom get it for me and made my little brother watch it.
Yeah, that was definitely a good one. So another thing I want to talk about, and we're going to talk about this on the 3rd. One of the better movies of the last couple years was a foreign film called Speak No Evil. If you've seen this movie, you know what I'm talking about. I was
brutal.
so unsettled after watching this movie. This is one of those movies that, like, after it was over, I couldn't stop thinking about it. Like, I couldn't stop, like, I don't know, like, it was just one of those movies that just, like, really, really got to me. Like, it really got under my skin. And we are getting a Blumhouse and Universal American remake of Speak No Evil this coming year. It did get an R rating, which they fucking better of.
Is there any other way?
If you guys haven't seen Speak No Evil, I'm going to Google right now and see which streaming service it's on. It was one of my favorite movies of 2022.
It's on Prime with a premium subscription.
AMC Plus, YouTube with a premium subscription. Yeah, Speak
Apple
No Evil
TV.
is holy shit. It's so unnerving and scary, and you don't stop thinking about it after you watched it.
So psychological thrillers.
I still, like, it's holy crap. Like, you guys need to watch Speak No Evil. If you haven't seen it before this American remake comes out, you have to watch it. You will be angry. I'm going to warn you. You will get triggered. There's no essay or anything like
Yeah.
that. But it's just as bad. The way that some people won't go out of their ways to protect their children is a little bit irritating. So check out Speak No Evil if you haven't before we get the American remake. Oh yeah.
Yes.
She's making her directorial debut next year.
Yeah, I told you about
Yes,
that. Yeah.
you did.
Yeah.
So I went down the rabbit hole on it, and I'm very.
Hold on.
very-
I have what it's called.
Is it for your most anticipated? Well, then don't let me see the list.
No, it's I put all of them on here. What is it called? Oh, maybe I don't. I don't think I do.
Let me see.
The Watchers, maybe? Is she the one that's doing the
I think
Watchers?
it is
The
because
Watchers?
his is not the Watchers. His coming out next year is not that. Ishana Shyamalan to make directorial debut with the Watchers.
Yeah.
Yes. Ishana Shyamalan will be directing the Watchers next year. That is her directorial debut.
I
excited.
love when children like follow in their footsteps of their, parents, and they're gonna I just feel like she's gonna do a really good job. Maybe she'll do the twists like her dad. You never know. You don't know what her style is gonna be. But I'm excited to see what she's got, what she's made of. Like she's M. Night Shyamalan's daughter.
Right. So maybe we can get some
really good creative horror movies.
And like I said, following in her dad's footsteps, he's made some of our favorites of the last 20 years.
He's really a hit or miss for me, but the ones that he has done,
that are hits,
I love them. So
I agree with you. Yes, he is. Absolutely. I was watching The Grinch and George of the Jungle on repeat.
I love both of those movies.
Yeah. Can't go wrong. And I've seen this. A lot of people are not down.
I know. It's always really scary when they remake one of your
childhood favorites. Yeah. That movie is perfect. See,
speaking of childhood favorites, Flanagan.
Oh, hold on. We'll get there in a minute.
No, I have to say it.
Trust me. Trust me. You're going to say it, but we need to wait a minute. Doesn't need to be remade. I'm triggered. Can't studios just give promotion and a proper release for great international films? Don't need to be remade. I can agree with that. But I am excited to see if they tell the same story.
Yeah.
Jay. Yes, Jay was here earlier. Everybody, if you didn't watch at the beginning, this whole night is about Jay and his mom, Jess. We want to help them out. Jay is battling leukemia. That's why it says no super chats at the bottom. We are asking you to please not donate to Sledgehammer Horror tonight. Please donate directly to Jay and his mother. We have the link in the description. And Tatum's been putting it up in the chat all night. So please, if you are inclined to donate, please do it through there. We don't want YouTube to eat some of their money. See? And right on time.
Thanks, Tatum.
Love Evil Dead. Any Evil
Any
Dead
of them
is so fantastic.
2013. 2013 Evil Dead.
Yeah. Or Evil Dead Rise.
Yeah.
If you like movie twist endings, I can strongly recommend you check out our segment Didn't See That Coming. You can go to the playlist in our videos, watch every episode of Didn't See That Coming where we talk about movies with twist endings. Jess is Jay's mother. It's hard to believe if it's like Dracula or Frankenstein. It's gonna be definitely hard to get behind. That's a hard one. That really, really is a hard one. So, okay, now you can talk about.
Now I can.
This is the biggest.
Thank you.
This one at this point is still a big rumor.
Yeah.
This has not been confirmed, but boy, oh boy, am I excited if this is the case.
So, Flanagan may or may not remake Labyrinth, and I feel like if anybody could do it and give it like the proper justice, yes, it would be Flanagan for sure.
That's one of those movies I always said, do not remake this movie.
Yeah, like Labyrinth or like Back to the Future. like stuff like that you never want to see remade by somebody else. Like, but I feel like he would give them justice.
Oh, he would make it so good.
But like, who I don't who
are you gonna get to replace
David Bowie?
Yeah, like that's the thing,
Like
because not only does this person have to be able to sing and be handsome, they got to have a nice package.
Yeah.
In those pants.
Yeah, you got to be rocking that.
Mike Flanagan has entered talks to helm a Labyrinth reboot movie. The director recently completed his tenure at Netflix with the release of The Fall of the House of Usher, but is mostly known for The Haunting of Hill House and Midnight Mass. Bullshit. He's known for more than that.
He is.
Dr. Sleep, and he is expected to reboot The Dark Tower for Amazon Prime. No fucking way. That would be sick. In the original 1986 features singer David Bowie in the role of the Goblin King. The reboot will be produced by TriStar, a subsidiary of Sony Pictures. So, like I said, it's in talks right now. We can't speak to the legitimacy of it, but it is in talks. So, again, keep that for what you will, but they're in talks on it. I am very much excited for Alien Romulus. Very, very excited for it. What about you, my love? You not much of an Alien fan. Like the first two.
I'll watch it. Yeah, I'll watch it. We'll see.
Labyrinth will not be the same without Bowie and his bulge. Yes, yes, that's what we just said. Will we still get the Bowie bulge?
I think you have to.
See, everybody agrees. Oh yeah, beat you to it, Dice. Valentine, 24%. Valentine, 81 and 09 are tied at 38. All right, please vote, guys. Hey, what's up, Gory Tiger? How do you donate? The link is in the chat. The link is also in the description. It is a GoFundMe for Jay. That way the money goes 100% to Jessica and Jay. We don't want YouTube taking any money out. We don't want any super chats tonight. We just want all the money to go directly to Jay and Jess, because GoFundMe, they'll get the money. They'll be able to do that with, they'll be able to get their medical bills. They'll be able to get transportation. That can all be taken care of through GoFundMe.
Well, plus Jess hasn't really been able to work with everything going on. So.
Understandably.
Yeah.
So any little bit helps, guys. If you're able to help, thank you. If not, spread the word. Let people know that we have an amazing young man in our community that could really use the help right now. Everyone, please push that thumbs up button. Make sure you vote on the poll. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. That helps out our channel too. Hey, hold on. I talked about the Bowie bulge too, all right? Our minds are also on the Bowie bulge.
Yeah. I mean, is there anywhere else your mind should be?
Right.
Other than the Bowie
bulge? Yeah, the Bowie bulge is the best.
It's always in the back of my mind somewhere.
So I think that Flanagan would do very well practically with this movie.
I like I said, if anybody could pull it off, it will be Flanagan.
Yes. I think that I agree. I think that he'll do a lot of justice to the practicality. If it's going in the hands of
Flanagan, I have a little more excitement than if it was certain other people.
Directors.
Yeah.
So that's, we talked about some horror news tonight. We don't want to talk about what movies we're anticipating coming up. But another thing I do want to talk about, because I don't know how much of it is set in stone right now, but Final Destination 6 released its poster, and the poster is a cruise ship. So we could get Final Destination
on a boat.
It was announced in 2022.
Manhattan.
Final Destination goes to Manhattan, baby. I mean, come on, they've already ruined log trucks, they've already ruined airplanes, they've already ruined roller coasters. Now I can't even go on a fucking boat anymore.
Like you would anyway.
I don't like boats. Motion sickness.
He doesn't like anything. He's a big.
I get motion sickness.
Yeah, but that was a small boat. You never know. You might be able to. A big boat might be okay.
All of this, right here. I agree, AJ. Jay's a great young man. Ashley and I are very, very proud of the fact that we were able to help tonight. And even more proud of the fact that we know such an amazing young man. I just, the fact that you guys are willing to, can't come on and listen to him talk, his mother talk. And that to me is so special. So if you guys have the means, please help. The ghost ship scene. Well, I know what you're talking about. The opening with the rope or the cable.
that was part of
The Final Destination. Yeah. So, that's another thing. What do you guys think about Final Destination going on a boat?
I'm on a boat.
If they place a Final Destination at a WWE show, Ken may never leave the house again. That's very true.
It's getting close as it is.
Right.
You don't like nothing.
You put it at a baseball game or a WWE event, and I am out. Like I said, me and my son, we're going to Royal Rumble next month. We're going to fly to Florida. We're going to go to the aquarium first, and then we're going to go to the Royal Rumble. So we're really, really excited about that. If you put Final Destination at Tiger Stadium, I'm out. I'm done. I'm leaving. I'm going home.
Someone gets hit with a ball,
and that causes a chain reaction. No, we haven't. Obviously we love Flanagan, but this has just been such a busy time of the year with the holidays, and we've had so many reviews and stuff that we've had to do. It's just been, it has been hell, really, when it comes to, we haven't gotten to watch anything for fun recently. We watched It's a Wonderful Life the other night.
Yeah.
And
on Christmas night.
It was all right. Yeah. It wasn't what I was expecting.
I actually liked it. I enjoyed it a lot, actually.
It's too woke for me.
Oh, stop it.
I'm kidding. It's a joke. It's a joke, guys. It was a fun movie. I wanted more Justin Long and those beautiful fake teeth.
Fish teeth.
Yes. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Yes. Yes. We won the division, AJ. Oh, my gosh. It was loud in the Sledge household that night, buddy. I'll tell you that. We were loud as hell.
It's been a long time coming.
Oh, man. It was so nice. Kenny, my son, he was going crazy. It was so cool.
It's been hard to be a Lions fan for a couple of years now.
A
decade.
Or you could be one of those people that mysteriously goes missing on a ship. No thanks. That shit scares me, Gory. I will cheer for the Lions for you Sledges, except for this weekend. Go Cowboys. I know you sound like Nathan. No, I'm just kidding. I just want a good game. Cowboys are a great home team. Lions are not the best road team right now.
I just hope everybody has a great time.
Oh, get the fuck out of here right now. Yes. So happy. There was a couple other horror rumors I wanted to talk to you guys about. And now I can't remember what they were. Obviously we got the Crow reboot coming up, which is something a lot of people have been talking about. What was the other one? Yeah, Beetlejuice 2.
Beetlejuice.
Ashley's review of Beetlejuice will be coming out next month.
Mm-hmm.
So
heck yeah. Make
sure you put your eyes on that one, because that's going to be, she's going all out on that one. I'll tell you that.
Heck yeah.
Yes, it is. Our Chucky is a life-size doll.
Yeah.
I'm such a big fan of the franchise. I love the Child's Play franchise.
He watches us while we sleep.
Yeah, Chucky.
He does.
He does.
Like literally.
Yeah.
My mom stayed with our girls one night, and she slept like in
our bed
with our daughter. And she was like, "How am I supposed to sleep in here with like we had our Michael Myers mask in there?"
She's like, "I don't know how you guys sleep in this bedroom."
Chucky's just like over the bed. She was like, I'm creeped out. Get back, and all of our stuff's in the closet.
That's exactly how it was too. I'm looking forward to Final Destination 6. I think the franchise gets a little overlooked. The movies are mostly very good.
Most of them.
There's only one that I really am not a fan of.
4.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of 4. And I think the last one was my favorite one in the franchise. Final Destination 5.
That twist, though.
That was great. The whole movie was
I was very
great.
Surprised.
The gymnast part, the whole movie was so good.
Yeah.
Valentine is winning. No.
Winning.
That's something else we didn't get to talk about. Melissa Barrera had a meeting with Spyglass. Spyglass reached out to her.
She was like,
and they were like, "Hey, we want you back, but you're going to have to go out and say this or say that." And she was like, "No,
nothing.
I didn't do anything wrong."
Yeah.
And good for her. I would like to see them finish the Scream story. I would like to see an ending to it. Especially since you gave us 6, since I had to watch that piece of trash. I might as well have to
wasn't a piece of trash.
The third act was.
Yeah, but not the whole thing.
No, it wasn't terrible, but I don't know. I wanted
Maybe at this point, Spyglass will just sell it.
that is preferable. If anything, just sell it.
Just sell it
Please,
to somebody else.
Please sell it.
And then maybe we can get Melissa and
Maybe Jenna Ortega
Jenna
will come back.
Maybe
So we can at
maybe
least
Christopher Landon will come back.
So we can at least finish the franchise. You know, like at least let us finish this franchise.
Just end it.
It
already.
It needs to be ended.
Yeah.
This franchise needs to be done.
Scream.
We're screamed out. Yeah, we need a last Scream ends.
Scream ends.
Ghostface dies tonight. Just end it. You know, let's
they
end
put
it.
him in a fucking
Now I was gonna say meat grinder, but like a trash compactor.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we need to end it. I agree. You know what? I'm yes, that's the most important thing right there. Yeah, I agree. Like we need to end it and move on to more original things.
Mm-hmm.
They are definitely cheesy.
Honestly, they could have ended it at 5.
They could have ended it at 3. Yeah, he's
4
awesome.
is good.
No, it is not.
Yes, it is.
No. If 81 wins, we'll 100% be doing the unrated one. We got to have that pipe in the mouth, of course. Saw. The first Saw is, yes. The first Saw has horrible acting. You know who I am. You know, but I like the Saw franchise. I like that they're, you know, and I thought the newest Saw was fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Saw 3 will always be my favorite. But yeah, I like a little bit of torture.
Okay, so some of the acting wasn't great, but I just feel like the ending, like the twist, they'll never top it.
No. That will never be topped. You know, him standing up off the floor.
And just the theater experience.
It was great.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, and I like the psychological thriller.
I love a psychological thriller. If you can trick me and I don't know what's happening, like those are the best.
Yeah, exactly. I agree with her. I'm not apologizing. I didn't do anything wrong.
Like, you're gonna tell me what to say, like, I'm sorry that I said this.
Right.
We'll take you back. No, like, I don't need you.
I don't need you to take me back.
Need
I didn't do anything
me.
wrong.
I don't need you.
Right.
So bye.
Hostel is better than Saw or Scream. Which one are you talking about, AJ? I got to know that now.
I'm not a love. I don't love Hostel.
It's
kind of hit and miss. Some of the franchise.
Yeah. So let's talk about some of these other upcoming horror movies real quick before we bounce out of here. We're gonna show some more love for Jessica and Jay too. We're not talking about our most anticipated right now, guys. We're just talking about some.
Can we talk about Imaginary though, please?
Yes.
I'm so excited for this one. So this might be on my list next week, but I watched the trailer for it, and holy shit, I'm super excited for Imaginary.
Yeah. So I'm going to talk about some of the sequels, prequels, or remakes that are coming out next year. And I just want to know which ones you guys are excited about. So we're getting the first Omen, which takes place before the events of Damien. The Strangers.
Yes.
Trilogy. I wish they wouldn't have announced it was a trilogy.
Well.
And I need to know. I don't know if Brian Bertino's coming back for this or not. Speak No Evil. We already talked about that. How excited I am about that remake. Terrifier 3 we're getting. Nosferatu.
A Quiet Place we're getting.
A New Quiet Place.
A prequel for that.
The Toxic Avenger.
So that one, from what I'm reading, it's starting from when the aliens first come.
The
Quiet Place.
So what's his name could be back?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Well, I think so.
See, and we're looking at horror movies coming out next year. Salem's Lot's on this list too. That's been on the list since 2020.
Like for 3 years now.
Release date to be determined. Okay. So that's the thing. They've been saying for years that movie's gonna finally come out, and I want it to come out so much better.
Yeah.
I'm excited for Imaginary.
I'm excited for it.
You do or you don't like Jeepers Creepers 3? Me personally, I'm not a Jeepers Creepers fan.
Yeah.
Just the director, I can't support him, the creator. Some people can separate art from the artist. I'm not one of them. I can't support that guy and what he's done to children. So A Quiet Place Day 1.
Yeah, it's a spin-off prequel. It starts on the first day the alien monsters begin tormenting people.
Okay. So we could potentially get John Krasinski back.
Yeah.
Unless they go and just like a whole new timeline. You know, like that could be something that they do.
Yeah, follow like a different family or something. It's possible.
Me too. I would have loved to have seen Ryan Gosling in that. I'm so bummed that he's out.
See Ryan Gosling in anything.
Right. I think the first Strangers movie is absolutely fantastic. We're kind of tied to the Strangers Pray at Night because one of our friends is in it.
Mm-hmm.
So you know, when we see Damien in a movie, obviously we're right there. But you know, so we're obviously kind of like grandfathered into that movie. I still think it's great. I still think the Strangers Pray at Night is great. I think the original one's better. Brian Bertino is just so fucking good.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I did like the second one. I think it's a little early to be rebooting this already. And like I said already, especially that you've announced it's a trilogy. I do not like that, but we'll see. You know, chapter 1 comes out in May. Welcome to Good Burger. Rumor is they're going to be doing another one.
Welcome to Good Burger. Can I take your order?
Fucking love that shit.
Home of the Good Burger.
Yeah. So allegedly they're going to be doing a part 3. 2 was fine. I mean, it was fine, I guess.
It wasn't the first one.
No. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited, man. Like, wow. My mind is just, I can't comprehend how excited I am for Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey.
Maybe it'll be funner than the last one.
That's the thing. Like,
that they took
the last one, they took it way too
seriously.
They should have did what the mean one did.
Yeah.
And just had fun.
Just had fun with it. Like
a killer Winnie the Pooh.
That's killing people. You cannot be serious.
Yeah.
With a movie like that. That was one of the downfalls for Five Nights at Freddy's for me. It was
way too serious.
It was really heavy.
And like I said, that's what I loved about the mean one, the Grinch one. They had so much fun with that movie. Like, you didn't have to how do I want to say this without sounding like an asshole? You didn't have to take it too seriously. You just went in and had fun.
It was just like a mindless, fun movie.
Oh, Trap is another one. The M. Night Shyamalan movie coming out next year. Saw 11 will be out next year. Allegedly. And then on Christmas next year, we're supposed to be getting a new film from Jordan Peele.
Looks like we're going to the movies on Christmas.
Return to Silent Hill. And we're getting a Faces of Death. Witchboard. That's a remake.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, from the 1986 classic. Wow, there's a lot of cool ones coming out next year. Hopefully. We thought that this year, and they didn't turn out as good as we had hoped.
There was one. It's like a horror comedy that I'm excited for.
On The Conjuring.
What is it called? Lisa Frankenstein.
Oh, Lisa Frankenstein, yeah.
Yeah.
The Conjuring has Thaisa and Vera Farmiga. So that might tie in The Nun with The Conjuring because it's got The Conjuring Last Rites. Mm-hmm. So maybe we can see how they tie into each other.
Maybe.
Salem's Lot. Just stop talking to me about that one. All My Friends Are Dead. What? It's got JoJo Siwa in it. Nice. A Cloverfield sequel. Thread, an Insidious Tale. There's a lot of horror movies coming out next year, guys. Another new Hell House movie.
Allegedly. We'll see.
We'll see
what we get.
Yeah, we'll see how many come out. But yeah, just looking through these, there's a lot that is Deliverance. No thanks.
But yeah, I mean, we'll go in more depth with the ones that we're super excited for.
Next week. I'll come back January 3rd. We'll have Cody and Kylie here with us. We'll be going in depth about what ones we are most excited about coming back. So I clicked on and Ken is saying he's excited for Blood and Honey 2. My eyes started twitching.
Ugh.
Trust me, brother. I was just kidding. Nice to have you here. We were just talking about how we're going to have you here on the 3rd to talk about our most anticipated horror movies. We're talking a little bit about the ones that are coming out, but we really want to go in depth with you and Kylie next week. So we're really excited about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. That's your story to tell, man. And I don't like to put other people's business out there, but much like with a celebrity, again, that's your story to tell. That Ashley, I've been big fans of for a long time.
Yeah.
The way that he treated you, the way that the Blood and Honey people treated you. When I see people that can't take any type of criticism and they act like that, I have no desire to support those people. And like I said, I don't tell these stories on here because they're your stories to tell, and I don't like to put your business out there, but I was a part of those. I've seen those happen. So it's really a bummer that people are so soft. It's just not cool.
You're in the wrong business if you can't take
If you can't take criticism.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to have some thicker skin.
Nice to see you, Nathan. I hope you're feeling better, man. I'll call you tonight, but I hope you're feeling better, brother. So we just wanted to say again, guys, before we let you guys go, thank you, Tatum. I was just going to ask you to do that. We have the link right here for Jay and Jess. We had them on earlier. They were here for about a half hour. If you can, go back and rewatch so you can learn a little bit about Jay, learn a little bit about his mom, the things that they're going through. And if you can't donate, thank you for watching the stream. Please try to share out the link to as many people as you can. Jay is a very brave young man that's going through a very scary time right now. So any help is so appreciated, whether it's financial help or just sharing it with your friends. So we do want to say thank you guys again for coming out. Tomorrow at 9 a.m., we will be releasing our review for Terror Train, getting ready for the new year. Next week, January 3rd, we will be live with, like I said, Cody and Haunted Hippie, counting down our top 10 most anticipated horror movies of next year. So again, thank you guys for coming out. It really means a lot to be able to spend this time with you guys. Do any little bit helps, man.
Thanks,
seriously.
Roy.
Thank you. Any little bit helps when you're helping a child with cancer.
Yes.
Thank you. So again, guys, thank you so much for coming out. We love and appreciate all of you so much. But until next time, keep talking horror.
Stay who you are.
And we'll see you guys soon.
Bye, guys.